Alright, guy. Oh boy, no! Oh man, we know what's coming. Welcome, we have a 1v1 featuring the Viper. Did they change colors? Yes. How is yellow and green, guys? Is yellow and green okay for those who have color blindness? The Viper's playing as the Koreans, which, well, you guys know how I feel about Koreans. Not the people, okay?
5 months.
It's not the people.
This one of the longest commitments I've had in years.
It's the civilization, and Viper last time went full feudal in a game that wasn't really that close. So I'm actually curious. I'm scared to say this publicly, but I'm actually curious to see what the towers would be like for Viper. Because if I had to guess, I would say that he's going to go YOLO, Tower Rush. He's playing versus Song Song. And Song Song is a good player, don't get me wrong, but he's not at the level of Viper. Viper gets 1 point from every victory here, I think, so he's pretty high ahead on... He's pretty far ahead on the ladder. Okay, so I think I will change the colors, and as much as I like to keep Viper in yellow, I think I will change him to blue here. The reasoning is when yellow and green units fight each other, it's very hard for me to tell the difference between them, whereas red and blue is much easier, so sorry to everyone who wanted to see Viper in yellow. So we have Huns versus Koreans. Huns are versatile civ. They can go scouts and archers, and in Castle Age they're known for their knights and cav archers. Koreans, well, they're pretty much known for one thing right now in the current meta, and that's towers. They're not quite as strong with their towers as they used to be, but I can already tell you we are going to see a tower rush. Viper is going for a pretty tower-specific build, so let me tell you guys exactly... Oh, I have German for Viper's flag, my bad. Let me tell you guys exactly what this build is. Sorry, I think you guys were talking about Jordan, and I typed in Germany for some reason. My bad. I was wondering why everyone in the chat was talking about Viper being German. I figured it out. Okay, so this is the build. So you need 2 feudal age buildings to be able to unlock the Imperial Age, to be able to click up to the Imperial Age. Normally what you'll see is a lumber camp and a mill. So you'll notice what Viper has done is he's milled very early. He has not built a lumber camp yet. And then what he will do for his second building, most likely, is build the mining camp on stone. This is a build that, I mean, he could build a lumber camp later as well, yeah. But this is a build that I've seen Tato do, and he's gone on 17 population tower rushes before, which is pretty ridiculous. But lumber camp's always useful. You need wood to build the towers, so he builds that. And I expect a tower rush will begin coming from Viper. So looking at Song Song's map, he has a stone here and a stone here. That's not going to be good for him if Viper's going forward. And Viper... Well, he sees this stone, and he'll probably see this one as well. So that's jackpot territory right there. Oh! Never mind. Okay, well, he needs to know where those stones are so he can deny that from Song Song. Yeah, so Viper has clicked up the feudal age, and he has 15 villagers already. Now the problem with going up this early is that you won't have a lot of villagers to send forward to tower. I think Viper will send forward 5 vills, and here he comes, and he will go right there. Okay, so another fun fact for you. How many people are confused when players build palisades like that to run forward? I've seen a lot of confusion surrounding that, so I just want to point it out while we have the time. So if you just click villagers somewhere, they spread out like this. Like I can see Viper just did that. You see how they spread out? So when you build a palisade, they run in a line. So there's a difference. So a lot of the times you'll see players, instead of click, they'll build a palisade just because when villagers build something, they go to the exact same point. Whereas if you have 5 villagers and you click them, they'll stay in like this circle, and it's easy for your opponent to scout that. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, Viper's in feudal age, lightning fast time, and he's already building his first tower. And there's the tower, and then he'll build a second tower. And poor Blue, man. I mean, not poor Blue, poor Song Song. He's gonna be singing a very sad song here in a second. See, what will happen is he'll try and rush this down. He'll be like, oh, I'm gonna kill Viper. And then Viper will have the tower up already, and now he's confused. But honestly, bit of a mistake from Viper there. What he now needs to do is build this tower and repair this one for as long as possible. He needs to be careful with his Viper. Look at his Vil HP on the repair. That Vil's gonna die. Viper could fail with this. They both lose a villager. Viper repairing again, trying to build this tower. Song Song's trying to deny this. Oh, this is scrappy, but Viper's gonna lose the Vil, I believe, and he could lose the game right here. Wait, he didn't lose her somehow. Let's see. Well, Song Song's lost a ton of villagers to this, but Viper's towers won't go up any longer, that's for sure. And Viper's villagers are weak inside this tower. So I think that's the weakness of going up so early. If you don't get 2 towers, a tower rush can easily be pushed back. But I think Viper's going to commit to this, guys. Look at this. Look at this sneaky guy. He snuck right back in here. Red can't see that. And honestly, Red has completely overreacted to the trust. He has too many villagers chasing. So now he has 7 villagers which aren't working for his economy. And Viper will be happy with this. And Viper's sending more villagers, my god. And Viper's building 2 towers, one right next to the other. Oh boy. Koreans, man. It's just awful. It's just awful. Every game that features Koreans is just a nightmare for me, man. Viper lost a Vil, and now Song Song's going to lose a Vil. Song Song will probably lose another Vil here. And another Vil there as well. I mean, I don't know. The 2 towers go up. Viper, they're tied on 18 Vils right now. He gets 2 towers up. And he'll continue in with the towers. Red needs a defensive tower pronto. Needs one ASAP. And he starts to build it. Now, honestly, Viper has 4 villagers, which could be 2-shotted. 4 villagers. So if his tower is not up and his Vils are not garrisoned, he could be in big trouble. And Red has been on stone, so he could build defensive towers. I think Viper will be fine. Yeah, he's just able to get away with that. Now, the Vil that Red just sent to batter this down is in harm's way because of the previous Viper towers. But nice job to send her into the tower and send this guy out the other side. Oh, holy crap, what's happening here? Song Song's building a tower. Viper's fighting it off with Vils. And that tower will be denied too. And Song Song's going to lose 3 more Vils at this rate. My word. Now remember, Viper's Vils are weak. They're very weak. If Song Song walls this off, Viper's Vils will not be able to escape. And they go to escape. They're on low HP and he loses 1. That could have been much worse for him. Still 18 Vils. Okay, now 18 Vils to 17 Vils. This game is ridiculous. This game is the answer to the question, T90, why don't you like the Korean Civ? I wonder why. Viper tries to build a tower on Red stone. Red sees it and builds a counter tower. Really nice move from Red to research Town Watch, so he has a lot of line of sight now. Viper will rarely surprise him. Song Song has built... He might have done this much earlier, actually, but he built palisades there so he can have line of sight to see if Viper's on the stone, which he obviously knows now. I like Korean barbecue. I love Korean barbecue. I like Korean people. I don't like the Civ. Let's make things very clear here. Oh yeah, Viper's just gonna build a random tower with weak villagers out here. Just gate it up, man. There we go, Age of Gates. How ridiculous does this look? If this goes to YouTube, this is going to be the freaking thumbnail right here. This is going to be the thumbnail. You guys are witnessing the YouTube thumbnail. I'll screenshot this and there'll be a bunch of question marks. Is he really building 2 random towers out here? This is the difference between Viper in rated games and Viper in tournament games. What on earth is this? What do these towers even deny, Viper? Well, maybe he's hoping that he can eventually push into the stone. The Viper's playing a guy who is lower rated than him, but obviously has the talent to hang with him. And I like Song Song's position currently. He has more Vills than Viper. Viper hasn't had food income to keep Vills producing at all times. Song Song will tower the wood, which Viper desperately needs. However, no fletching just yet, so they won't range those Vills. Viper, I don't know what she's doing, but she's just hanging out, and hanging out is not the way to play in a tower war. She's rebelling right now. You know what? It's a dispute over wages. The female villagers are not paid as much as the male villagers are. They had that issue even in the old times, so once it seems like that's been sorted out, and now she's good. Now she's good. She's happy to work now. That's good. I like it. Another tower from Viper. Song Song building a defensive tower. He has a lot more eco. The Viper's tower will probably go up. The garrison will come in. Actually, oh! What? How did she live? That was crazy. She just teleported in there. But yeah, Viper will lose that tower. And she's unable to finish the job. Fun. Fun. I love Koreans, man. It's just so... You know what I love about it when Koreans play in Age of Empires 2? It's how fast things are. It's how different the strategies are. You always see a different strategy. You never see the same thing. You always see fast-paced, good micro, good build orders. That's why I like Koreans. You won't find another Civ that says versatile. Oh, you better be careful, Red. You better be careful. You got some weak villagers here, buddy. That's one thing Viper's done a really good job with, is just keeping his Vills alive. But his towers have been kind of a waste. And, he hasn't had economy, you know? He hasn't lost as many Vills, but he doesn't have... He hasn't had the resources to produce more at home. But he's gonna commit to this. He's sending more villagers forward. Okay, here he comes. I guess they want to collect this stone now. Viper looking to build another tower. But that tower doesn't deny anything, right? So Song Song has played really smart. I like his offensive towers. It's actually a great way to counter someone who's tower rushing you. Viper will see that, and he'll have to invest 125 stone and 50 wood into defending there, if he's even interested in that at all. Song Song's building an outpost on the right, so he can see if Viper gets anywhere near him. I would like to see an outpost here, because if Viper were to loop around here somehow, that would be pretty annoying. So Song Song should, and I say should, win in this position, because currently he has 10 farmers. Viper has 4 farmers, and a few foragers which won't be able to forage anymore, so he won't have the food. But the idea of the tower rush is to deny as many resources from your opponent as possible. And I see a real weak area for Song Song on this side. Viper could start building towers along the right-hand side, eventually get to the gold, deny farms. Viper's just going to mill the ostriches, okay. He wants to switch up his diet after losing out on the fruit bush. But yeah, Viper's eco is what is leaving him in a rough spot at the moment. Okay, so Song Song was unaware that Viper was on that stone. He now builds a tower here because he expects Viper to push in further. The tower does complete here, and it should. Song Song's only vulnerable areas will be maybe to the right of the gold. You gotta send more Vills after this, Song Song. Don't do this to me, man. I'm having a heart attack for you. Yeah, send more Vills. And delete that farm. He keeps losing villagers there. But, yeah, his vulnerable area would be here and here. Song Song gets his tower up first. There we go. Viper has to run. And then the Song Song villagers can just go back to work. Andy, the 01 says, T90 official. I've been watching on YouTube for like 6 months now, but never came here for Twitch. I can finally see you live. Love your content, and because of you, I bought AoE again, and after many years, I'll start on Vooblu soon. Nice, Andy. You know, Andy, a lot of people have been saying that recently, and it's pretty freaking awesome, man. I am so excited with the way things have been going for this community, and of course my channels and stuff, so thank you, man. I like this. Yeah, you want to tower me, Viper? I'm just going to wall up your stone, man. I'm just going to wall up your stone. All right. Guys, Viper can still be in this game. I think what Viper will do, because he recognizes he's so far behind in eco. You see how many he has on gold? I believe he'll start buying food to get to Castle Age. Now, if you thought this was cancerous now, just wait till Koreans hit the next stage, because then they get additional range for free on their towers, and they get the guard tower upgrade for free. So, Song, he's still in a rough position. But he needs to hit castle first, and I think go knights. And click up, go knights, or even go just immediately for battering rams to take some of the towers down. He will have a lot of vills on gold, man. Look at that economy. A lot of vills on gold. Atomic Sausage, that's not the first time you've gifted subs today, man. I want to say that's about half a dozen subs you've gifted. Normally the people who say they've stopped by for the first time, that's really cool of you to do, man. Thank you. Now, I use the word cancerous with the Korean Tower Rush, but I think it actually is fitting because, like, cancers spread, right? Like, if you don't snuff it out, if you don't snuff out the cancer immediately, then it spreads. And it's just like the Korean Tower Rush. Once one tower goes up, it continues to spread and infect the rest of the map. And that's precisely where we're at right now. Of course, I don't mean any disrespect. Like, people in my family have actually had cancer. Like, I don't mean disrespect to anyone who's been affected by real cancer, but it's a good way of explaining it, I think. And again, Viper's going to get the free range when he hits Castle Age. He will get the free upgrade. And this is where Red's gold is. And Red has most of his eco here, heavy on gold. Viper could win this in what is a very disgusting game. But he's still alive. He's still alive. Yeah, virus as well. I mean, you know, something like that. Oh, I like this. So Song has forward stables. And he is going to, well, hold on. Does Viper see that? Yeah, I think Viper, what he's probably done is, he's probably scanned for this. Yes. So what you can do, guys, as a player, you can try and build something in areas you've scouted. So let's say here, for example. Does he have anything here? You can scout. And as you can see, you could build this wall, so you know that there's nothing built there. Now here, Viper might have scanned this and realized, okay, there must be something over here. Players do this all the time, and so he's built an outpost. Maybe he didn't, maybe he did, but knights are about to come right to his miners there. So I think Song needs to keep himself safe at home. Poor guy's actually out of stone at the moment. He can't make any more defensive towers. He needs to keep himself safe at home, which is going to be a tough task, and then counterattack Viper. Now it is Viper, so he could quick wall in villagers. So this kind of gives him a heads up. He will lose some vills here to the knights. So you should lose 3. Song is using 2 knights versus 1 vill, though. So Viper will lose 2 at least. Viper now builds defensive towers. Okay. He's getting Bodkin Arrow. Yeah, he does lose 3. And then he gets the guard tower upgrade for free. So these towers have 10 range. And let's try and figure out how far this will go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So very close to ranging these vills. I think once these towers get shot down, Viper will go for more towers, because he has control of a lot of stones at the moment. And the knights will eventually die to these towers. That's how obscene this is. That's how ridiculous this is. And Song is struggling. Song doesn't have any access to wood at the moment. He needs to get out here. Now that, in my opinion, is something Viper should have thought of and towered if he was going to do this, because he already has all the other wood lines denied. He should have thought of this one, but I'm sure he'll figure it out. And Viper building the university, I'm guessing for ballistics for his towers. So just like an all-in YOLO tower rush strategy from Viper, even committing to getting ballistics for it. Song is down 9 villagers. He could lose his gold soon. Yeah, this is a nightmare. This is why I can't stand Koreans. This is why I can't stand Koreans. Viper doesn't have any military. Now he needs to. He's being pretty wasteful here. He's losing a lot of villagers, but doesn't have any military, man. Who needs military when you have towers? That's what Viper's thinking. Now with 4 pierce armor, with the +2 defense, or the +4 I guess in total, the knights can kill Viper's vills, but they will eventually die. So Song Song needs resources to continue to create these, and he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. Here he's attacking Viper's tower. I don't like that move. He'll lose those knights. But he's hitting Viper's economy. Viper had a stronger eco, and I'd say his eco would be slightly weaker at the moment. But it's still pretty close. Only reason I say it's weaker is because a lot of Viper's villagers have been idled, even though he has a few more. Like, these 5 have been inside this tower. Look, Viper probably has all these towers control grouped. And he'll shoot this tower down, and that'll be the 3rd one he shot down. And then he'll just build another one, and deny the gold entirely. Song Song has to stop that, and here comes Song Song. Was just passing for a moment, but we'll see Viper's vills here. Okay, Viper will save him. Of course he'll save him. Of course he'll save him! And Viper will just transfer towers. So he goes in one tower to the next. Getting murder holes now, so his towers can fire at targets that are beneath the tower. Normally that's not the case without murder holes. Oh, God. Poor Song Song. Oh, God. I feel so bad for the guy. In many instances, like the nothing maps and all of that, right? I admit, enjoy laughing at people's failures and people's struggle. With nothing maps, I do. But when it comes to expert AoE 2, when the Korean tower rush gets rolling, I can't help but feel bad for the person who's being trushed. Song Song can only try and run. And anywhere he runs into villagers! He tried to run to this gold, and he's running right past the towers with vills that are already weak. Oh, God. And, you know, he's lost the gold here. He doesn't have really any wood to get. Oh, boy. And he'll run the long way around this time now. But he runs into this tower as well. These towers have 11 range. With ballistics. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So there's really no way to run past that without getting hit. And guys, he never had the eco, right, to really add siege. And you can't just add siege versus this many towers. Viper would just use his villagers to combat the battering rams. And the second that knights arrive to kill the vills, then Viper would hop inside his towers. But Viper's just gotten destroyed here. I mean, he's obviously way ahead in vills at the moment, but he's just lost a crap ton of vills. But look at this. Look what Viper's doing. He's expected this. And he's building another tower. And that tower will complete. And that tower will deny the gold. Viper, he knows there's gold here he's denied, gold here he's denied, gold here he's denied, stone here he's taken. Stone here he's taking. Sees this gold, and he's well aware of what's happening. And he's on his way to the Imperial Age to get the keep upgrade for free. Are you kidding me? Well, now I just can't help but be impressed. I have mixed emotions on this, man. Because I feel really bad for Song Song. Viper will just wall this up. This is brutal, man. This is a brutal way to go out. But I am impressed that after the poor start, Viper has been able to do so well. My goodness. My goodness. And now, where can Red get resources? He can get this wood line. He can farm a little bit. He's losing his freaking TC to towers, guys. I think Song Song's dead. I mean, seems quite obvious to me, right? Viper actually does not see the gold miners. Let's see if they walk around the left. Yeah, he might spot those gold miners and try and build an additional tower here. Yeah, I believe it's what he's going to do now. Yep, he'll build one, and then he'll build two. And then Red will not have that gold. And, of course, more ranged upgrades will come in. Viper's actually lost his stone miners there. It's sloppy, but, more ranged upgrades will come in. Viper will then get Bracer, and these will become keeps. And, the question is, is not will Viper get keeps. That will happen. Is will Song Song keep on trying? Because, I mean, I would have given it up a long time ago. Viper doesn't even seem to be paying attention here. Garrison, man! Garrison! 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 He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to. He's too focused on the blacksmith upgrades. There we go. And look at the range on these puppies. 12 range before bracer. It's insane. They're everywhere. And now Song Song has to leave this gold and run to this stone. Now, Viper scouted that. Viper has scouted that. Viper's just hunting him down with towers. This is so dumb. Viper actually doesn't have a lot of economy working beyond, you know, a few farmers. Like, Viper is in the Imperial Age with 23 population. I wonder if Song Song's actually killed more villagers. That's why he was distracted. Let's see. He must have lost some villagers on the woodline or something, but Song Song calls the GG. Viper ends the game with 23 villagers. That is why I hate Koreans. But well played, Viper. Well played. Like, seriously, well played. After the struggle at the start, when his tower got pushed back, I was really fearing for him. But guys, I think that Song Song at that point in time made the classic overreaction against the Trush. He, if you recall, he stopped Viper, he killed a villager, I believe, when Viper was building the 2 original towers. And then he sent 7 villagers chasing. And so for me, when someone's going tower rushing, you already know you should have an eco lead, because they've been on stone. Their only military is going to be building buildings. So I think at that point in time is when Song Song should have used those villagers defensive, I mean, for economy. He could have then been Castle Age faster, he could have had more resources. Now, once Viper got to the position of being in Castle Age, there's truly nothing more than Song Song could have done except night raiding. He didn't have the res to make rams. If he made rams, the rams probably would have died. He might have been able to clear out towers on the left because Viper wasn't there, but the rams would not have worked here. It just doesn't. I've seen it enough times, and it's stupid how good the towers hold up. So yeah, I mean, it was actually pretty well played considering. I mean, again, this is Viper, who's one of the best players in the world, if not the best. I think he is. And then you have Song Song at 2K2. So, anyway, I just can't help but feel bad for the guy. I can't help but feel bad for the guy. That would be brutal, man. That would be brutal. 47 kills for Viper. And military stats, largest army's 1. Largest army's 1. That's all he needed to win the game. It's that 1 starting scout, which he lost. It might as well have been 0. So they're doing random